Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and this is Conservative Commentary. Well, with the appointment of Marco Rubio to the position of Secretary of State in the Trump administration, Governor Ron Desantis of Florida has an opportunity to appoint the new senator to take Marco Rubio's spot. Several names have been kicked around. Scott Jennings on CNN last night offered up Hulk Hogan as a possibility, but I don't see that happening, even though he and President Trump are quite close. But let's talk about one of the potential candidates. But before we do, I'd like to ask you for a favor. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. That really helps us grow the channel and get the message out. And please go over to youtube.com/Kenneth J. Henry and check out our other videos. Well, the landslide Trump election has caused a lot of openings in the Senate and House, but one of the more interesting ones is the Senate opening down in Florida. As you're aware, Marco Rubio has been nominated by the president-elect as his incoming Secretary of State, and there's no doubt that Rubio will be confirmed by the Senate. That leaves an open spot in the Senate chair for the state of Florida. Rick Scott was just reelected to a full term, and Rubio has an unexpired term that needs to be filled. I would support wholeheartedly, and I think most Americans would, Lara Trump for that spot. The job that she did as co-chair of the Republican National Committee was unbelievably strong. Not only was she an articulate spokesperson, surrogate for the Trump campaign, she and those in the headquarters of the Republican National Committee had the organization going full blast, and they ran circles around their Democratic counterparts in this election. What's really interesting is the Republicans sort of adapted or adopted, captured the Democrat playbook with early voting. The early voting numbers were astoundingly strong for Republicans. And of course, the traditional Republican votes on election day came out, and it created the landslide and the crushing of the big blue wall. Lara almost ran for the Senate in North Carolina, her home state, several years ago, but decided not to. Of course, she and Eric Trump have young children, and that was part of the consideration. But I think she is well positioned for this position in the upcoming Senate once Senator Rubio is confirmed as the Secretary of State. Take a look at this news report and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are there others you would prefer? Do you prefer Lara? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
President-elect Trump is moving fast to quickly fill out his cabinet. His latest picks include Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence, Florida Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State. Senator Rubio reacting to reporters yesterday after accepting the nomination. Watch.
It's a tremendous honor to the president would place his confidence in me in a position of such importance. It's also a tremendous responsibility, and the job of the Secretary of State is to execute on the foreign policy set by the elected President of the United States, and I hope to have the opportunity to do it if my current colleagues here in the U.S. Senate confirm me.
Lara, we are expecting Marco Rubio to be confirmed, and of course now we are watching to see what Ron Desantis does. The governor of Florida will choose to put the next senator in that space. Will we be soon calling you Senator Trump?
Well, Maria, listen, I was so humbled and honored to even be considered for this. I know my name has been thrown out there a lot. And I would say that my experience at the RNC has really shown me, serving the American people. And if I were tapped for this, serving my home state now of Florida, it's a great honor and a great responsibility, obviously. But I would love to be able to go forward and do more. If this is something I'm asked to do, I would seriously consider it. But I have yet to hear from Governor DeSantis, so we'll see what happens.
Well, when you look at the state, of course, Florida, your home, what would be a priority for you to fight for should you get the chance to become a senator from the state of Florida?
Well, look, I don't think you'll find a person who is more in line with Donald Trump's America First values and policies than me. I've been part of this for 9 years, Maria, as has everyone, obviously, in our family. And I think the state of Florida resoundingly respects that America First policy. You saw the huge win here in Florida for Donald Trump 3 times now for president of the United States. And I think the American people and, look, people here in Florida want their lives back. They want a secure country. They want to see how we're going to clean things up. DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, I think that's a huge win for the people of this country. I think we're spending something like $2 trillion more per year right now than we were before COVID. And that's just going to continue on unless somebody does something about it. The American people don't want their money wasted. They want it to go to policies and platforms that actually impact their lives and make their lives better. They want, a strong military. They want peace through strength. Those are all things that are part of the America First agenda that, should I have this great opportunity, I certainly will be fighting for every one of those things.
That's wonderful. We will wait to hear what Governor DeSantis says on this placement to put you in the Senate.